Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. It's 5 Ways Wednesday, and today I'm going to go over 5 ways to pack a Jujube Small Set Piece. Now, as I've talked to people who are Jujube enthusiasts, I've found that what a lot of people are really interested in is understanding ways to pack their different bags for things other than baby needs. I've always tried to make an effort to show 1 or 2 different ways to use Jujube bags for mommy needs or hobby needs or things like that. But in 2017, I'm going to try to do a little bit better job of showing you guys ways that I use my bags that have nothing to do with my baby. So, today's video is going to be all about how to pack a small set piece for your own mommy needs. Let's get into it. The first piece that I'm going to show you is from the Donatella Sweet Shop collection. And the way that I have this packed is for eyebrow needs. Now, I don't know if everyone else has this problem, but I tend to be out and about and I'll look in my rearview mirror and I don't know what it is about sunlight in the car, but it's like the #1 way to identify stray eyebrow hairs, and I'm always wanting to be able to do stuff to my eyebrows while I'm in the car, stopped at a red light or something. So I have things in here that I commonly use when I'm dealing with my eyebrows. You might be wondering why I have Q-tips. I don't know if this happens to any of you guys, but I tend to be kind of like aggressive with the tweezers and I'll start bleeding, so I like to have a Q-tip just to touch up any spots that I've made bleed on my eyebrow with my tweezers. So I have this really nifty pair of eyebrow scissors. I have this little razor, which I don't know how I feel about this just yet, but this is supposed to be used to just kind of razor off any of those stray hairs that you can't seem to get with the tweezers, or that maybe you snipped a little too close to your skin and you can't get it out with the tweezer, so you shave it. I have one of these nifty eyebrow brushes. Of course, I have my tweezers. And then I have this cute little custom mirror that I got from the Customs Cooperative group, and I can use this to look at myself. Okay, this small set piece is packed in my favorite way for using a small set piece, and that is as a wallet. I tend to be a minimalist when I'm by myself, even though I'm an overpacker when it comes to packing my baby's things. When I'm alone, I really just want my phone and something really small with the essentials. So this is how most of the time I'm carrying my things with me if I don't have my son. So in here, it's pretty simple. All I have is some of my Aquaphor for my lips, especially in the winter. They just get super dry. And usually I'll have my whatever shade of lipstick I'm wearing down in there as well. But I took that out this morning for church, so it's not in there currently. I like to put 2 Be Chargeds in here. The first one I use just for my credit cards and for insurance cards for my son. And the second one I will usually pack with membership cards, our Costco card, the zoo card, and things like that. This is a brand new Be Charged that I just got in an amazing trade on the Buy Sell Trade page, and look at that print placement. It's just to die for. I haven't even stuck my cards in this yet just because it's too pretty. I'm scared of ruining it. But that is how I will be packing this from now on, is with the 2 Be Charged in there with all of the things that I need for shopping, and then my lip gloss and lipstick in there as well. This is a small set piece that I have packed with time of the month needs. So what I keep in here is, first I have 1 pad packed in there. I have some panty liners as well. I have 2 of these great little tampons that are really small. I love it because they just fit perfectly right in there, and they're pretty discreet, and you can fit them in your fist if you need to, and no one really knows what you're carrying around. And lastly, a pocket back fits really perfectly in there. And I like to have this with me because if I'm in a really big hurry, I don't have time to drop by the sinks in the bathroom before I go into the restroom to change my tampon. I just want to make sure that I'm sanitizing my hands before I touch anything that's going inside of my body. So the pocket back is a really great thing to put in there with the rest of your sanitary needs. This is the small set piece that I use for keeping the spare parts to my camera. I love packing this way because it just keeps track of all the little things that I might need for my camera, and it keeps them really small and compact, and I don't lose these things because they're tiny little parts and it's just pretty easy to lose them. So what I have in here is a couple of the caps that go on either end of my spare lenses. So when I've taken off the kit lens and I'm using kind of a more artsy lens, I can put these on the lens I'm not using and keep both ends of that. I have the wires to my camera. I have 2 spare batteries because I tend to go through these pretty fast, so I make sure I always have a couple spare batteries in there. I have the lens cap, so when I'm done shooting, I put this on the lens that is attached to my camera and protect the one end of the lens. And lastly, I have my hot shoe cover. I'm one of those people that's a little type A about having the hot shoe cover on my camera, so I always make sure that I have a few extra ones in here just in case I lose one. All right, the last bag that I'm going to show you today is in the Kaiju City print, which happens to be my absolute favorite print of all the Tokidoki prints. And this bag I've packed as a nail needs bag. I'm the type of person that if I go to all the trouble to paint my nails, you know, I'd like them to stay looking nice for a while. But what happens is if I get one little chip on a nail, I will spend the rest of my day picking at that one, and then I'll move on to the next one and the next one until I've ruined every one of my nails. So if I have my nail polish with me and I can just touch up a little blemish on my nail, I can save myself a whole lot of heartache of having to go back and do all of my nails. So what I have in here is one nail polish color. This is obviously not what I'm wearing right now, but I just threw this in here. I have some fast drying top coat. I have tweezers because you're probably not supposed to do this, but when I get a hangnail, I tweeze it. I have some Q-tips just in case I get nail polish on my skin. I can wipe that off pretty quickly. And the last thing that I have in here is my nail clippers. All right, you guys, so that was 5 ways to pack a Jujube small set piece. Did you like this video? Was it helpful? I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of videos out there on how to pack the small set piece. I'm thinking about doing a video on 5 ways to pack a medium set piece and a large set piece. If that's something that would be of interest to you, leave a comment below and let me know. I don't want to be making videos that aren't useful or helpful, so if that's something you'd like to see, just let me know and I'll put it on deck for me to do next. If you like these videos, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel by clicking this little icon right here. And as always, if you like this video, I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up down below and give me some of your thoughts. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!